Okay, now let's talk about DK Metcalf for the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. You know, he's a very interesting player, man. He's about 6'4", 6'5", 230 pounds. You know, big body receiver, contested catch type receiver. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, he has to perform better. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why he was a number two to AJ Brown whenever they played back in Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think that DK, you know, just off his build, his body frame, that he would be the number one. But no, there's actually a reason why. Because for him to be a contested catch type receiver, he's not really good in that department. And, you know, for him to be, you know, a real fast receiver, because he ran, I think, a 4.34 40. He's not a good route runner. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's a reason why he was not a number one. But here in this league, in the NFL, he's done some great things. You know, having Russell Wilson as his quarterback, you know, he was able to put up some respectable numbers. You know what I'm saying? He got a good 1,300-yard season, along with 10 touchdowns, along with a 12 TD-yard season, you know, mixed in with a couple 1,000-yard seasons, you know, with some 900-yard seasons. You know what I'm saying? But my biggest problem is his last two seasons. You know, he wasn't able to put up the numbers, you know, despite playing, you know, damn near a full season. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's quite unacceptable, you know, because as I said before, he was a number two in college. He's a number one, or they made him a number one in the NFL, especially the teams he's been on, the two teams. So for him to not reach 1,000 yards in the last two seasons is very concerning. And according to Pro Football Focus, his 50-50 ball catcher percentage is only a 36. And to me, that's crazy. You know, like I said, for him to be 6'5" and to not win on those 50-50 balls is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's a game that I watched earlier in the season whenever I think it was the second time they played the Cincinnati Bengals. You know what I'm saying? And I actually had a bet on that game. But Aaron Rodgers didn't even throw him the ball like that. Barely threw him the ball. And it's a reason why. He can't get open. He's not dependable. And he always drops the ball. Not always, but he has a drop concern. Then the last 5 games of the season, he put up atrocious numbers. He had one good game, but you take that one good game away, he probably averaged, what, a good 45 yards? And then the one playoff game, he had 5 targets for 2 receptions, 42 yards. You know what I'm saying? That's horrendous from your number one receiver. And they just signed Michael Pittman or got him from a trade. And I want to say they drafted a receiver, and I may be wrong. So don't go crazy in the comments if it is any comments, but I may be wrong. But I don't know, man. DK is a number one. I don't know. That's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And then the drop against Houston, man, that's not a good look either, man. But yeah, to me, DK, he has something to prove. Definitely. He has something to prove this season, man. But yeah, you know, my channel, it's called You Better Perform. So yeah, he better performs next season. Well, you know, Pittsburgh, they gonna his ass. So let me know what you guys think, man.